Good morning, everyone. My hair, I didn't brush it yet. It looks kind of cool, so I thought I would do this episode looking like this crazy. All right, so today we're talking about dopamine again, and this is part 2, episode 82. So, finding the dopamine baseline and maintain the dopamine peak. This is all by me. It's not scientific research or anything, but it's just what happened to me, my experience. So, I've already introduced information on dopamine. I thought this episode should logically flow to the topic of dopamine baseline and how to maintain that baseline so you will have the optimal release of dopamine that allows you to function properly. Finding out your dopamine baseline is not easy, especially for ADHDers. We ADHD people have to have the threshold of dopamine level in our brain to help us function, even on daily life tasks, such as just waking up, making your bed, brushing your teeth, putting on makeup, getting dressed, blah, 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 blah. All this has to do with motivation, which is the result of the dopamine release. We ADHDers crave for motivation. Oh, I do. Without the proper ADHD medication prescribed by the appropriate expert health professionals, a large proportion of ADHD population turns to illegal drugs such as cocaine or methamphetamine, anything that releases dopamine and increase their daily functional properly concentration and everything. So here's my story and how I figure out what the baseline is. When I wake up in the morning, it's extremely difficult for ADHD brains to wake up and function like normal people naturally do without our medication. My morning dose of methylphenidate is 30 to 40 milligrams. That's my baseline, and I think it's actually closer to 40 milligrams. And this takes trial and error as well as constant practice of self-reflect. It's been 25 years for me, and I'm still learning because the body's still going through changes. So how do I know it's 30 to 40 milligrams to achieve the dopamine baseline? Well, it's easy to say but hard to find. As your body is changing all the time, especially for girls and their hormonal changes. For me, the effectiveness of the medication is not as balanced as it should be when I have my period. And so your body affects how your body absorbs the medication. So I'm off topic again a little bit, sorry. Back to track. How I know my dopamine baseline is when medication has no differential effects on the dopamine level. So, which means I can take 90 milligrams of methylphenidate altogether in the morning, and it would be just as effective as taking 30 to 40 milligrams, usually 40 milligrams. So that is how I found my baseline, and that is how I know that it is the baseline. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a pharmacist, even though I'm from a doctor's medicine family. But I learned it through mistakes and all that. So, here is the most important part. How to maintain that dopamine level and make it constant. So you can be hyper-focused in your dopamine level, the right level all the time. You time yourself. I usually need a dose every 2 to 3 hours. I will prepare my dose right around 2.5 hours and see how long I can last before my brain feels mushy. And that's when I know I need my next dose. I try to prolong it and try to practice prolong it to reduce my dopamine level, a baseline, but it doesn't seem to work. Second, keep a notebook. You need to know you cannot underdose or overdose. When you overdose, you get a burnout, just like when you're coming down on cocaine or meth. When you underdose, sometimes I feel like that too. Like if I was to take 20 milligrams, it would do that to me. I feel a little burnout. But you won't be able to hyper-focus your brain at that level because your dopamine has not released its dopamine baseline level if you underdose. Number 3, prepare for events. I've already talked about that. You need to practice. Make the time management issue more manageable with the right dopamine level and chemical balance and how long it takes to activate in your body. Trial and error is okay. As your body matures, so the changes in your medication occur, as well as proper medication dosages. As you get older, you might have multiple medications that require monitoring of compound pharmacology side effects. You might develop more physical symptoms as you get older. Those medications have impact on your body's absorption of ADHD medications because they probably also involve dopamine release. So, it's okay. It's okay to have trial and error. 25 years, I'm still learning. My body's changing, and it's trial and error, and that's it's hard, but we need to find that chemical balance in our brain dopamine level. So good luck, everyone, on the journey. Keep me informed. Ask me any questions on the comment, and thank you very much.